Hello, everybody. If you want to read all the story's content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short Story 721, The Silly Old Vizslador, Upper Beginner. Tommy is a 10-year-old dark brown Vizslador. He is a mix of a Chocolate Labrador and a Hungarian Vizsla, so he is clever, loyal, and full of energy, even at his age. He lives with his owner, Mrs. Green, in a small, cosy house near the river. Everyone in the neighbourhood knows Tommy. Some people call him Good Boy Tommy, and some people call him that dog who causes trouble. Both names are correct. One sunny Wednesday, Mrs. Green decides to clean the house. She works hard all morning and finally sits down with a cup of tea. "Tommy," she says, "please behave today. I am tired." Tommy listens for a moment, then walks away to find something interesting to do. He is 10 years old, but he still thinks he is a puppy. While exploring the garden, Tommy notices a squirrel sitting on the fence. The squirrel looks at him with small, bright eyes. Tommy stares back. For a moment, they are like two cowboys in an old film. Then, whoosh! The squirrel runs, and Tommy follows. He runs across the garden, through the flowers, around the washing line, and straight into a bucket of water. The water splashes everywhere. Tommy looks like a wet, confused chocolate bar. The squirrel watches from the tree and seems to laugh. When Tommy goes back inside, Mrs. Green gasps. "Oh no, Tommy! You're soaking wet, and now you're dripping on my clean floor." Tommy looks down at the water, surprised. He had forgotten he was wet. Mrs. Green dries him with a towel and puts the towel on the chair. "Please, Tommy," she says gently, "just sit and rest." Tommy tries. He really does. But a few minutes later, he smells something wonderful. Mrs. Green has baked cheese biscuits for her friend, Mrs. Carter. She leaves the warm biscuits on the counter. Tommy looks at them with big, hopeful eyes. The biscuits look back like they are saying, "Eat us, Tommy." He knows he should not jump. He knows it very well. But he is a dog, and dogs do not always make good choices. So Tommy tries to reach the biscuits. He jumps and misses. He falls backwards into the chair with the towel, and the chair tips over. Tommy rolls onto the floor wrapped up like a warm, wiggly sausage roll. Mrs. Green runs in and sees the mess. She puts her hands on her hips. Tommy lies very still. Then, slowly, he wags his tail. Wiggly towel, wiggly tail, wiggly dog. Mrs. Green can't help it. She starts to laugh. "Oh, Tommy," she says, "you are trouble, but you are my trouble." She gives him one biscuit, just one. Tommy eats it carefully, thinking hard. He has learned 2 things today. Never chase a squirrel through a garden full of flowers, and never jump for biscuits when you are still wet. Vocabulary notes. Cosy, meaning warm, comfortable, and pleasant. Example, he lived with his owner, Mrs. Green, in a small, cosy house near the river. Other example, the cafe felt cosy on a cold day. Similar words, warm, comfortable, homely, snug. Neighbourhood, meaning the area around someone's home, a community of houses and people. Example, everyone in the neighbourhood knows Tommy. Other example, there is a small shop in my neighbourhood. Similar words, area, district, community, region. Soaking wet, meaning completely wet, very, very wet. Example, "Oh no, Tommy, you are soaking wet." Other example, she walked home in the rain and came in soaking wet. Similar words, dripping, soaked, wet through. Gasps, meaning, makes a short, quick breath because of surprise, shock, or fear. Example, Mrs. Green gasps. Other example, he gasped when he saw the price of the shoes. Similar words, inhale sharply, breathe in quickly, exclaim, a little similar in feeling. Mess, meaning a dirty or untidy state, things are not in the right place. Example, she runs in and sees the mess. Other example, the children made a mess in the living room. Similar words, chaos, untidiness, clutter, slightly stronger, disorder. Story written by ChatGPT. Image created by ChatGPT. To read all the story's content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. CC Music, drifting at 432 Hz, Unicorn Heads.
Welcome to The Explainer. You ever read a simple story that just sticks with you for years? Well, today, we're going to figure out why that happens. We're going to deconstruct this really charming short story, The Silly Old Vizslador, and uncover the simple, kind of brilliant techniques that make it so powerful. Okay, so let's dive right in and meet our main character, Tommy. What's so great is that the story immediately sets up this awesome duality. In his neighborhood, he's known by two totally different names, and both of them are 100% accurate. Right away, you get this picture of a character who is just as lovable as he is a complete magnet for chaos. You know, the entire story is really built around Tommy's personality and the choices he makes. So to really get what's going on, we first have to get to know the dog at the very center of it all. So who exactly is Tommy? Well, he's a 10-year-old Vizslador. That's a Labrador and Vizsla mix, and he's clever and full of energy. He lives with his owner, Mrs. Green, but here's the detail that really sets everything in motion. He still thinks he's a puppy, and that right there is where the trouble begins. You know, the best stories are built on really specific word choices that create a certain feeling, and the first key word we run into here is cozy. It does so much more than just describe a house. It gives you this immediate feeling of safety, comfort, and warmth. See, look how that one little word just paints a complete picture. Before anything has even happened, we already know this is a happy, comfortable home. And honestly, that's what makes the chaos that's about to unfold so much funnier. Every good story needs a spark, right? An event that kicks off the whole plot. For Tommy, it all starts with a simple request from Mrs. Green, who's tired from cleaning. She just asks him to please behave. Of course, that is the absolute last thing on his mind. Now, what's so great about this part is how the story breaks down the action. It doesn't just say, he chased a squirrel. No, it gives us this fantastic 4-step sequence, from this hilarious cowboy stare down to the big inevitable splash at the end. It's just perfect. And the aftermath of that chase is captured by our next vocabulary phrase. I mean, the author could have just said he was wet, but soaking wet? That's so much more vivid. It's not just a little wet, it's an extreme state that really hammers home how badly he failed at behaving. And here we go, the immediate consequence. Mrs. Green's reaction isn't just about the water, it's about the water on her clean floor. It's a great little detail that connects Tommy's chaotic actions right back to the setup. You know, Mrs. Green being tired from cleaning all day. The story uses another fantastic verb to describe how she reacts. She doesn't yell, she doesn't get angry, she gasps. It's a physical, involuntary reaction. That choice shows us she's more shocked than anything else, which actually tells us a ton about her character. All right, so let's move on to the next part and see how the story builds on this first little disaster. Because, you know, one bit of trouble is an accident, but two? Well, now you've got a pattern, and the stakes, even though they're still funny, are definitely getting higher. The next temptation? A plate of warm cheese biscuits. And I absolutely love this part. The story doesn't just describe them, it actually gives them a voice. It personifies the biscuits to show us what's going on inside Tommy's head in the funniest way possible. And then the story asks the reader directly, what's a dog to do? It's such a clever little technique. It builds up this moment of comedic tension and it puts us right there in his paws, thinking about this very, very bad decision. We all know what he should do, but we also know what he's gonna do. And the payoff is just perfect. His big jump is a total failure, but it's the description that makes it so brilliant. He becomes a warm, wiggly sausage roll. That image is so specific and ridiculous, you can just picture it perfectly in your mind. So let's tally up the damage. We've got water all over the floor from the squirrel incident, and now we have a tipped-over chair from the biscuit heist. The result can be summed up in one simple, perfect word: a mess. This simple line, this is the turning point. All that chaos has been building up to this one single moment. Mrs. Green runs in and she sees it all. The tipped chair, the wiggly dog, everything. This is what sets the stage for the story's climax. So after all this trouble, how does this whole thing resolve? What is the story ultimately trying to tell us? Not just about Tommy, but about his relationship with his owner. And here is the crucial twist. The expected reaction is anger, right? The floor's a mess, chair's knocked over, but instead of yelling, Mrs. Green sees this ridiculous sight of her dog wrapped up in a towel, and she just laughs. And these words right here capture the entire emotional heart of the story. It's a statement of just pure, unconditional affection. Yeah, he might cause a little chaos, but he's loved completely. And that's the real resolution here. It's not about punishment, it's about acceptance. So the story wraps up with these two very simple, very concrete lessons that Tommy supposedly learned. They're so comically specific, and they show that while he might have learned something, it's probably not the last time he's going to get into a little trouble. So this brings us to the big question, right? Why does this all work so well? I mean, it's a super simple story about a dog having a bad day. Why is it so effective? Well, it works because it just nails the essential ingredients of a great, simple story. You've got a relatable character, some really simple, low-stakes conflict, clear goals, and that vivid, descriptive language we talked about, all wrapped up in this really gentle, sweet moral. It's just a perfect recipe. And ultimately, the story's simplicity is its greatest strength. By keeping the plot so straightforward, it lets us focus completely on Tommy's character, that emotional bond he has with his owner, and the power of just a few well-chosen words. And this really leaves us with a final thought. In a world that's full of complex plots and huge sagas, sometimes the narratives that are the most powerful are the simplest ones. It makes you wonder, right? What simple story has stuck with you, and what is it that makes it so unforgettable?